My Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters, 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the earth, welcome back. This is your Moray, Dr. Yeshu, and we want to thank you, my brothers and sisters, for the opportunity we have in sharing with you, and we just want to thank you, also for your subscriptions, for your likes, your comments, and your prayers. Thank you so much. Thank you. My brothers and sisters, as we continue in Psalm 37, we're in verse 28. Verse 28. And we are looking at the good and the bad, right? That's what Psalm 37 is all about, the good and the bad. And in verse 28, listen what it said here. It said, for YAHUAH loveth, or Adonai. The word Lord here in the King James Version, the way it's written, is written as not addressing the word as YAHUAH, but as Adonai. Sometimes you say Adonai. Okay. All right. So Adonai. For Adonai loveth judgment. That Yahweh loves judgment, my brothers, my sisters. He loves judgment. And the Hebrew word here for loveth is ahab. Ahab. Not ahab, but ahab. It is like, that's the spelling, ahab. But the way you said is like you say ahab. Okay? And it means to love. It means to love here. The word here means to love. In other words, it's like beloved like. It's like a friend, right? Sometimes you remember we used to say that Yahuwah is stick as close to us than a brother, right? But the word here, my brothers and sisters, beloved like or friend it comes, or we have another word is like rahab or ahab. It comes from a primitive root, means to have affection for, or otherwise, beloved. And lovely, something like friend. Okay? And so what it's saying here is that Adonai loves judgment. Yeah, he loves judgment. The word loveth here means that he continues to love. Judgment. He loves justice. Sometimes, we said we live in a world of a lot of injustices, taking place. But he said that Yahuwah loves justice. He loves judgment. Everything about Yahuwah is right. And my brothers and sisters, when Yahuwah judges, he judges right. Praise his holy name. He judges right. And he loves it. In other words, he delights in it. So when we do justice, we know that Yahuwah delights in us. Praise his holy name. He delights in us. And not only that he say he loves judgment, but I want to notice the word so forsaketh, and he forsaketh not his saints. Oh, praise his holy name. My brothers and sisters, let me say this. YAHUAH, he forsaketh not his saints. To forsake here, my brother and sister, is the word azab. Azab means self, right? And it means to leave or to forsake or to lose. When we talk about that word in a couple sessions back, we said, and it is, the word, the word commit self, to fail, to forsake, fortify, to help, to leave destitute. No, my brothers, my sisters, YAHUAH commits himself to us. YAHUAH does not fail to do it. YAHUAH does not forsake us, my brother, my sister. YAHUAH fortify. YAHUAH help us. YAHUAH does not leave us destitute. He doesn't cut us off and refuse to help us. He does not relinquish his time, his plan for us. He does not allow anyone, permit anyone to hurt us. He commits himself for us, my brothers and sisters. I never fail. He never failed. Praise his holy name. He said, forsaketh not his saints. You know what? When we use the word saints here, we use the word saints, my brothers and sisters. There are excuse me, like let's pass Shabbat evening. I was invited to an international. It was an international gathering. Anyway, it was this church, right? And when I went and so I never forget, when I was doing Ezekiel studies, we saw, we talk about, we have in the wall pierce the different images of people, right? But in some them high churches, they call them high churches, they have what they call them saints, right? The saints that pass off, right? And they have them up there, like some leaders way back, they have this picture up inside, and they have pictures I said to myself, people come, if they come to worship and they're really looking around, and all they look around, all they see all these different people, pictures of, that they draw of people, right? So, we're not talking about them kind of saints on the wall. We talk about holy, set aside, set apart people that YAHUAH call us to be his saints, his holy, set aside. Or Kodesh, holy. Alright. So he forsake not his saints. He doesn't forsake us. So the saints here is the word kasid. Kasid. Ket, Samek, Yod, and Dalet. Kasid. And my brothers and sisters, the words here that he uses, saints. He's talking about someone who is kind. Yahuwah made his children kind. The kind ones, pious, kind, pious. In other words, the godly man, this is a good man, is holy one. This person is merciful. As I said, and is different from the ungodly. Okay? Different from the ungodly. He is in contrast. Okay? And it comes from the word kasad, mean properly kind. That is, and if you look at it from a religious point of view, the person was pious, saying, he's a godly man, he's a good man, he's a holy one. This person, like we talk about merciful, that Yahweh is merciful to us, and then he allows us and give us the opportunity to be merciful to others. So, he said that, for Yahweh loveth, Adonai, he loves judgment and forsakes not his saints. But I want to know something about these people that Yahweh does not forsake. They are preserved not for a short duration, my brothers and sisters, but for a long time, forever. Okay, and so when you talk about preserve here, he's using the word shamar. Shamar is a Hebrew word he uses here. Shamar, shin, mem, and resh. And my brothers and sisters, shamar here is saying that Yahuwah, Adonai, he keeps us. He keeps a watch over us. He preserves us. This is what he said. They are preserved. Shamar. He keeps us. He keeps a watch over us, my brothers and my sisters. Praise his holy name. Circumspect. Be circumspect. Take heed to self. He's a keeper. He marks us. He looks narrowly. He observes. Primitive root here means that to hedge about. Remember, and I use this illustration all the time where if you have a plant and you don't want animals or people to walk in it, you put a hedge around it. You protect it. And this is what we have to do too. When we have to protect ourselves from, Yahweh protects us too. But we have our role to play in this. And we protect his laws and his commandments, his precepts. We got to give it to us to keep. And we are keeper monument. Keeper monument, my brothers and sisters. In other words, as with the thorns, right? You put the thorns around to hedge. So that, some people don't like to put burglar bars and stuff like that in their house. So what they do, they plant a certain kind of a plant, with thorns around the window so that it grow. And once it grow up, a person they have to chop it down, They have to cut it down in order to get it because the thorn is there, hindering them from coming, even come to your window to look in, because the thorn is there. And, hey, so you protect it, you attend to it. We take heed of ourselves. And we observe and preserve. Yahuwah, my brothers and sisters, he have regard for us. And he reserve and he save us. Sure, my brothers and sisters. He's like a watchman watching over us. Watching over us. Listen to what he said here, my brothers and sisters. He said, he preserved forever. He preserved forever. Preserved forever. And then, but, listen what he said. This is what he said here. But the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. Not only that the wicked going to be cut off, but the descendant, the posterity. That's what he said. The seed of the wicked shall be cut off. Posterity, my brothers and sisters, shall be cut off. Sometimes, people act like, well, my life, I live my life the way I want to live it. Ain't nobody business how I live. My brother, my sister, if you want to continue to be wicked, anybody who want to continue to be wicked and they want to live their life the way they want to live it, you can't stop them from doing it, my brothers and sisters. We can share Yahuwah's word and encourage them to move out of that wicked life. Like Ezekiel said, if a wicked man turn from his wickedness, Yahuwah will save him. But if he dies in his wickedness, we are responsible if we didn't tell them that the way that they're going is wrong. Okay, so we have to tell them. He said, but his seed, the seed of the wicked, shall be cut off. In other words, destruction. Destruction awaits the wicked and his posterity. Destruction. Yahuwah is no respect of person. And if a person chooses to live wicked, then, my brothers and sisters, it is going to be upon that person. Listen what he said here. For Adonai loves judgment. Adonai, he loves judgment. And he forsaketh not his saints. His saints are preserved forever. Forever means eternity. For a long time. Okay? Eternal, my brothers and sisters. But, he said here, the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. And that without remedy, my brothers and sisters. They have come to the scripture. Person who's wicked, cut off. Yahuwah wants us to abide in him. Yahuwah wants us to walk in it. Love and serve him. We do his commandment. And we live our life to suit him. Again, the scripture said, for Yahuwah Adonai. Adonai loves judgment. Adonai, he loves judgment, and he does not forsake his saints. What a consolation. So when you feel down and things aren't going the way you want it to go, don't think that you've been forsaken. Yahweh is just probably testing you, putting you through a little test so that you can come out as pure gold. He forsake not his saints. Why? He said that because they are preserved. They are preserved, my brothers and sisters. All of what's going on around us, he preserved us as Hebrew Israelite people. Look what happened to us in history. Okay? And bam, we come back. You know. Has a way of restoring us. Preserved, we are preserved is a promise he made. He called us to be his special people. And my brothers and sisters, we need to continue to live according to his will. Live in his commandment, the Torah. Make it a part of your life. Can't exist without it. And as we are living among the wicked, and sometimes we look like the wicked is having the upper hand, but my brothers and sisters, they're going to perish. They'll promise destruction, and the posterity going to be cut off. We're going to ask you, my brothers and sisters, to be a blessing to someone today and walk with the King. Shalom.